Episode 6 of Divorce Sistas. This is More Terry. Be sure to subscribe. Now, picking up from where we left off last week, Myron called Pastor Jefferson right after Pastor Jefferson and Rashida was having a moment of how he just don't love her no more. And Myron was like, babe, are you in the car? And y'all know me on my last review, I was like, he gay? But I kind of feel like Pastor Jefferson really didn't cheat with Myron, but I do feel like Myron is in love with Pastor Jefferson, but we don't know. I just don't like the simple fact that Tiffany told Jefferson Rashida's past. Now, Rashida's past, basically, she was sexually assaulted by a few guys when she was in college, and only Tiffany in Geneva knows this. Naomi may know, but first off, I ain't seen Naomi this whole episode. You know how mad I was? Y'all know I go hard for her, but I didn't like how Tiffany did that. It just wasn't her story to tell, and Jefferson is also not her friend. Like, I know she wants to be there to save her friend's marriage, but I just didn't feel like that was Tiffany's place to tell. But Jefferson also said that he never cheated on Rashida, which I damn sure don't believe. But when Tiffany was telling Jefferson about Rashida's past, he said that he hit a trigger, and I understand that. Like, I've been through something like that myself, and it is a trigger where certain things happen that reminds us of stuff like that. And so sad for all the women and the men who have been through that as well. But Rashida and Jefferson talking, yo, she is so hurt, and he goes and tell her, like, I feel like his apology to her when he went upstairs to talk to her, it wasn't for her. I felt like that apology was more for him. Like, be with me now. I don't know if I'm making sense or I'm not making sense, but he started talking about how he's just insecure in his marriage because Rashida's the star. He's doing a lot. He's handling a lot. And since he's handling a lot, Rashida is taking in the steps. Like, she took that step to, like, cover for him and everything. And that made people gravitate to her more. But he's insecure, and that's his reasons on being a lack of a husband. Like, I'm not gonna lie. I feel like his apology was like straight bullshit. But when he went back to talk to her again, he gave her a minute because she had asked him, like, are you gay? And then he also was like, it's a few women in the church that I am attracted to. He started naming women like he was DMX. I'm like, nigga, really? In a time like this, you're gonna say all that? But I get it. He wanted to be open about it. But when he went back to talk to her, once he got off the phone with Geneva, y'all know I'm gonna talk about Geneva, but not right now. That apology, I felt like it was not sincere once again. I really didn't feel like, I feel like he just wants that image, because, you know, some people, but mainly pastors are like that. Like, they don't want that image of, like, oh, you and your, it's no more first lady no more. Like, I don't know if it's just me, and I really don't like Jefferson because of what he did last episode when he let Franklin get in his head. But I just don't feel like his apologies were so sincere. I feel like he's doing it to keep hope alive inside of the church and to keep hope alive for their kids. I don't know. I don't believe it. But even when they got to the church together, they was holding hands and everything, because he said he wanted to start riding with her again. Mind you, she said that within I think it was episode 4 or 5. She was like, we don't even ride with each other no more. So I don't get why you wanted to ride with me now. Like, Jefferson, I don't know. I just don't believe him. Even when I be wanting to believe that man, I just can't believe that man. But I do want to talk about Geneva. I'm gonna talk about Geneva before I talk about Bridget. I'm gonna talk about Geneva. Yo, this woman, Geneva, has to be the dumbest lawyer ever. Like, she never went back. For the past 2-3 episodes, she's been in that same dress since that church event when Naomi put that lady back on fire with the coffee. She's still in that outfit because, remember, last week she had followed William to the school to see if he was really cheating. Let me tell y'all what she did this episode, y'all. She followed that woman all the way to that woman's yoga studio. And I loved how Rashida was clocking her this whole entire episode, but we're going to get it out towards the end of Geneva's review. But she followed that woman, finally changed her clothes, had a cigarette in her mouth, everything. That's a bad woman, but she also stupid. The lady told her, she acted like, oh, does my husband have your number? She said no. She decides that, okay, let's exchange numbers for Maddie and Anika to be friends. Then she leaves her phone there, waited like a good 5 minutes, like, oh my God, I think I left my phone. And she left it on record All she heard was the woman on the phone was like, the weirdest thing just happened. I'll tell you about it when I get home. It's obviously she was talking about her husband because when Geneva acts like, oh, you're married, that lady put her hand up like, yeah, rock on my finger. Like, Neva has to be the dumbest person ever. And this is why I want to talk about Javon for a second. Yo, he's a sneaky motherfucker. Javon bring it to the show for the simple fact of like, I don't like how he's doing Tiffany. I do think he likes Tiffany. I think he likes Tiffany. Tiffany's attractive. Tiffany's on her shit. I do think he likes her, but he's only doing it to get under Geneva's skin. And Rashida clocked her. Rashida said it like, you in love with this man, but this man is also using our friend to get up at you. Rashida also clocked it was like, you want to catch William doing something so bad just so you could be happy with Javon. We all know women like this. I'm not gonna lie. Neva has to be the sister on Divorced Sisters that I don't like. Pretty, ambition, but dumb as hell. I don't know, but I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna speed up Neva's storyline a little bit more till William finds out about this because Neva about to damn near sabotage her whole friendship with Tiffany over a man that she cheated on her husband with, and that might not even be William's baby in the first place. Y'all know I'm not over that yet, and we need a DNA test. But what I will say is, I feel like Tiffany is catching on because Tiffany is questioning her because when she was getting ready to meet the real estate broker to show somebody the house, which was Javon messy ass, she just was looking at Neva a certain way, like, you're not talking to me, what's going on? Javon is still messy for the simple fact that Javon really is going to get the house that's next to William and Geneva. That's when shit going to hit the fan. Now, Bridget and Mr. Adult Man Calvin. Listen, I like Calvin for her because that's a grown ass man. Like, I don't get it. He was like, how sorry are you? I was a little voice when he said that. I'm not even gonna lie. But honestly, he came there to talk about Vaughn. Because remember him and Vaughn got into it the last episode and he wants Vaughn arrested. Now he's a professional fighter, so I understand why, because he can't really F him up like he wants to. He just want Vaughn out the frame so he could be in the picture now. But I like that because Vaughn wasn't for her. But really what I want to talk about Bridget for, because she really loved that man. And no cap, Bridget, a lot of these bums are secretly violent because she keeps telling people how violent. She never seen Vaughn get that violent before. And some of these men that's really going through it, which I'm going to say a bum, they broke, they don't got no place they own, they don't have no career goal, they're just going through it. And all that's just them really hating themselves and they taking it out on you. Now, this is really why I want to talk about Bridget, because Bridget said she was done with him and everything, but Vaughn had called her like, yo, I'm about to off myself. I don't think I can say that other part on here. I know I be cursing in here a lot, I be saying nigga and stuff, but I don't think I can really say that other part on here. But he's saying he about to off himself. She's in a church when this is going on, so they went straight to Jefferson like, come on, she the first lady, Rashida, do what you do. You go to your man. Vaughn was basically saying, my mom don't love me, you don't love me. Now, to talk about Vaughn and the men that do be like that, them bum ass men, when they got a woman that really don't want much for them, they feel like that woman's supposed to just be their sun, stars, and moon when they ain't nothing but the dirt on the ground. But I know when Bridget kicked him out, he really did lose everything. And that's not even just me talking shit about niggas like that, but men go through mental health as well. No matter what they go through, no matter what stupid shit they do, they also go through mental health. So that part, I was feeling bad for Vaughn, but then again, I was like, nigga, but him just wanting to off himself, I was really feeling bad for that. No, for real, seriously, because that shit is not something to play with. But him just saying that, Bridget was going through it in that church. Bridget was boohoo crying, and of course Tyler Perry do what he do. He cut the episode off. But what I will say about Bridget though, Bridget really do love that man, and honestly, for the show's sake, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not saying in general, but for the show's sake, I kind of want him to do it so Bridget can really find love. But then again, I'm only saying that because that's going to give the show more drama because she's not going to be able to find love like she wants to because the person that she loved but got rid of off this self, that's going to make her dating life a little bit more complicated. Come on, it's Tyler Perry, so you know he got to bring the drama here. And I ain't going to lie, I will go for that storyline with Bridget because Calvin is going to fight for her and Calvin is going to help her and show her what a real man is. This is more Tara and I watch almost everything.